Number one, stress is because of our reactions to surroundings. Next, there's a difference in reaction and response. As a person of full awareness, we must be able to respond. We must respond, but we must not react. Now, what is the difference between that? When a response is out of proportion, it is reaction. And when a response is judicious, it is response. To make it clearer, if I say, "Aapki kursi ke niche cockroach," so we say, "Ah," that is response. But "Ah," that's reaction. Next slide. So if I say there's a frog under your chair, I say, "Oh ma," that's a response. That has to be there. If there's a cockroach, let it be. Then you're not even responding. Next slide. There's a bomb under your seat and it's about to blast. Let it be. I don't react. No, you are not responding. So if we don't respond, we are a fool. We have to respond to what is happening to us, but we must not react. You have to run. If I say there's a bomb about to blast this hall, you have to run. You can't say, "No, I don't react." Because that is required response. So let's understand response and reaction. If one of my employees breaks something valuable by mistake, I may start scolding him, thrashing him. That is reaction. I may say, "Chot nahi lagi? Next time take care." I have noticed you have committed a mistake, but I'm not reacting. But I have noticed, I'm responding. Noticing the thing is important. Responding is important. But don't react, because reaction gives us stress. Next slide. Any external or internal event not of our choice, not as per our expectation, gives a harmful influence on our mind and body and our emotions, and that harmful effect is called stress. Now, normally, today only when we were driving to this campus, I was narrating an anecdote to Shekhar sir, that there was an old husband of 80 years age, and when he used to address his wife, he used to address her sweetly, "Darling, sweetheart, Janu." So his another friend asked him, "At this age, how can you be so romantic?" And the person replied, "I'm not romantic. The fact is, I have forgotten her name, but I dare not ask her, 'My dear wife, what is your name?'" That's the fact. But these are the events happen at the age. At the age of 80 years, this happened to people. They didn't know to react. So at our age, at Shekhar Saab's age, people normally forget the wife's birth dates. And they are thrashed for that. But the one husband who was very careful, he remembered the date. He came from the office a little earlier and told his wife, "Darling, Janu, sweetheart," because he didn't know the name. He forgot the name. "Let's celebrate your birthday. Let's go to a restaurant for a candlelight dinner." The wife was very happy. And she said, "I know that you remember my date. Last time you suffered a lot because of that. So this time you must be cautious of it. I also have brought a written gift for you. And this is a pair of ties, a red tie and a blue tie." So the husband wanted to please her wife. He said, "Okay, let me get fresh." And he went to the dress room and changed the dress and put on the red tie, came out of the dress room, and he saw a wife with a very sad face. He asked, "Why are you sad?" And she said, "No, I'm not sad." He said, No, you're looking to be sad. Something has happened. Did I commit a mistake?" She said, No mistake." He said, "Okay, let's go for a restaurant." "No, I don't want to go to a restaurant." He said, "But we decided to go for a restaurant." "No, I don't want." He begged, "Let's go to a restaurant." So they went for a restaurant. On the way, while driving car, he asked many times to wife, "What has happened to you? Why have your mood changed?" And she said, "No, nothing has happened. Keep on driving." When they reached the restaurant, the waiter came and the husband said to wife, "You order your favorite dish?" She said, "You order anything. For me, khichdi is sufficient." "Yeah, why khichdi? This is your birthday." "No, I don't want anything." He said, "Janu, tell me, what is the reason? Why are you so angry?" And she said, "Didn't you like the blue tie?" He said, "I liked it." "Then why did you put on red tie?" He said, these are two ties you brought. I was supposed to put on one tie. I could put only one tie. I thought red is better, so I put on red tie. But this happens to us. When things happen around us, not of our choice, it influences our mind, our emotions, and that is a stress. Next slide. The only stress-free state is death. Of course, even in Kabristan, there is the surface tension on the body. There is a stress, but that is a physical stress. So, अगर आप में से किसी को stress नहीं है, I'm sorry, you are not living. All living beings are expected to have a stress. So, be happy if you have a stress, because that means you are a living being. Next slide. What is important is to live with the stress happily. Now look at me, I have been having a happy married life for last 40 years. I was married 40 years back. I'm living with the stress happily for last 40 years. You have to learn to live with the stress happily with a smile. Let it be a fake and mechanical smile. Human body is not evolving with the pace of change. Now, all of you must read a book, many of you might have read, written by Alvin and Toffler, Future Shock. In 1951 it was written, but it is very contemporary even today. Future Shock by Alvin Toffler. And there he mentions how change is accelerating at an accelerating pace. Change is accelerating at an accelerating pace. But human body is not evolving with that pace. And that is causing stress. Next slide. To give an example, we have these milestones of evolution of human beings. The birth of earth, vertebrates, mammals, primates, great glacial migrants, recorded history, printing, radio and mass communication, artificial intelligence. These are called milestones of human evolution. The first milestone was 500 crores years back. After Earth was formed, after a big explosion, Big Bang, it took 500 crore years. Almost 450 crore years to give rise to vertebrates. 450 crore years. And from that period, it took almost 45 crores to create mammals. Earlier it was 500 crore, then 450 crore, then only 45 crores. The change is changing at accelerating rate. Change is coming very fast. The next was only 4 crore years. Next was only 9 lakh years. 9 lakh from 450 crore to 9 lakh years, next change. The other change happened that is recorded history. It was 5,000 years back, recorded history, Ramayana and Mahabharata, Buddha and Mahavir. So it took only 4,000 years to bring that change. And from 5,000 years back, printing came within 4,000 years. From printing to mass communication, it was only 400 years. The period is shrinking. And then artificial intelligence, computer, only 50 years. And from artificial intelligence, 50 years back we had the first computer in India, and now we have the palm tops and whatnot. So change is taking place at an accelerating speed, and we are not able to evolve ourselves with that pace. We are not able to change ourselves, so we get stressed. Next slide. Human body constantly and continuously readjusts to this change, and that is causing stress. Next. In fact, we don't have to manage stress. You have to manage marketing, you have to manage finance, you have to manage human resource. You don't have to manage stress, you have to live with the stress freely. That is the art of living. You don't have to manage it. Let the stress not have an impact on us. Let us not create stress ourselves. How can we do that? There was a young man, he was a tenant living on the first floor of a house, and he was not able to pay the rent to the owner. So owner threatened him in the evening that tomorrow morning, if you don't give me the rent, I will throw your baggages out of the house. And the owner came back to the ground floor, put off the lights and slept. Now the young man was under stress. And when young people are under stress, they become spiritual. They take 4 or 5 pegs of spirit. So this young person also took spirit, and then he was confident, no more stress. He got ideas how to get rid of the owner. So he went to the ground floor, pushed the doorbell. At the night at 3 a.m. in the morning, early morning, the owner came out of the house. Yes, what do you want? He said, I want to tell you that though you have threatened me that if tomorrow I don't give the rent, you will throw my baggages out. But I have come to tell you, if you touch my baggages, I will break your hands. And the owner said, this is what you want to say me at this time, 3 a.m. in the morning? He said, yes, because now I want to sleep. So what we do is, we don't learn to live with a stress-free life. We only shift the stress. A task has been given to me. It is giving me stress. I give the task to somebody else. I keep on passing the parcel. And that is not that is management with stress. We don't have to manage the stress. We have to accept the challenges. Live the challenges with stress-free style. Next. Now, stress releases various hormones in body. And these hormones are associated with different behavior patterns. If a normal individual suddenly becomes too calm, silent, suddenly he becomes a chirping personality, suddenly becomes silent, तो उसके साथ कोई चक्कर है, या तो कहीं चक्कर चल रहा है, और या स्ट्रेस में है. If somebody suddenly changes his aptitude and behaves like an angry man, otherwise he was normal, then he's under stress. If somebody feels pain in body at different parts, today pain in the knee, tomorrow in the shoulder, next day in the head, the pain keeps on shifting. No pain which is a disease shifts. It is only psychological disorder when pain shifts in the body, and that is because of stress. Hunger, people become too hungry. रोज 2 रोटी खाते तब 6 रोटी खाना शुरू कर देते हैं. It is because of stress. Too much of eating, suddenly start eating more, is stress. Overeating, fearful, always fearful, something wrong will happen to me. मेरे साथ कुछ गलत हो जाएगा, पता नहीं क्या होगा. Every time like this, he is under stress. Sleeplessness or oversleeping. या तो उठता ही नहीं है, घंटों सोता है, और या नींद ही नहीं आती, रात रात भर जगता है, अपने किसी ड्रीम गर्ल के सपने देखता है, तो स्ट्रेस में है. Next. That is, I talked about stress because of our reaction to surrounding. I'm only talking about the causes, then I will talk about remedies. The second major cause at your age is, it's because of poor time management. Now you are management students, must be taught time management. Let's revise it fast. Next slide. Who are poor time managers? Next slide. Poor time managers are those who never reach in time or on time wherever they have to go. They're getting late all the time. Late ho raha hu. The person is under stress, and he's a poor time manager. Next, those who always have panic attacks on last minute. Before leaving the home, they start searching their books, their notebooks, their handkerchief, their key of the vehicle. They are poor time managers. They never do homework, and homework is not the homework given by the college. Wherever a person goes, must go prepared. If a person is going for a meeting, for a seminar, must himself first prepare himself for the agenda. Now, as an audience today, you are here. If you are informed earlier that this is a talk on stress management, the rule says that you must come prepared to listen about stress management. Then you can get more benefit out of the talk. So come prepared, go prepared, do your homework wherever you go. Next slide. Those who always have a feeling that others are able to do a lot of work. लोग इतना काम कैसे कर लेते हैं एक दिन में? अगर ऐसा लगता है तो आप poor time manager हैं. And those who always get shocked at workplace, अरे ये काम बाकी रह गया. Students in examination hall, when they look at the paper, examination papers, हाँ ये भी course में था क्या? They are poor time managers. They never look at the syllabus. Had they given 5 minutes to the syllabus, today they won't have got this shock. And that is managing time. Giving 5 minutes to syllabus is saving half an hour in the examination hall. Next slide. So identify your time stealers, time robbers, time thieves. If you honestly observe your own life